Okay, ladies and programmers, we're going to learn a little bit of bad guy artificial intelligence. We're going to have him turn when he gets to the edge of a platform and turn at the world's edge. So let's take a look at what we're going to do. So you can see this guy, he gets to the edge, he turns. You can see this guy, he gets to the edge and he turns. Okay, some other things that we want to accomplish later on is that our guy will fall and he will continue doing stuff. The other thing we want to accomplish eventually is he shoots laser beams at our guy. Let's reset that though. One thing that I want you to notice about, I'm going to put our guy here and our guy here. We're going to run it. So he doesn't just shoot until he gets closer. There's a delay on the shooting. Okay, so that's the kind of thing that we want our bad guy to do. Let's take a look at stuff. Okay, so write this down. A slash slash means or, and means and the exclamation point means not. Why do we want to do that? Because we need to find the turn at edge. Okay, so we're going to go to our bad guy. My bad guy's name is Monster. So let's take a look at a couple of things. So let's look at this. So our bad guy has a bunch of instance variables. Okay, so you can copy these down if you want. Animation count, there's my images, and then here's some things for motion. So his vertical speed, his falling speed, gravity, just like you had before, H speed, terminal velocity, currently falling, so on and so forth. Okay, so you can copy down these instance variables that we're going to need. Okay, we've got our constructor where we set up the gun counter and the gun delay. Okay, all right, so here's what we're really looking for though. We want to, so in the act method, you're going to say turn at world edge. Okay, so let's press Control F and find out what that does. Okay, so basically, if his Y is really small, or, this is why we learned the or his Y is really big, then it's time to, we're going to reverse his H speed. We have animation, and so we need to say, hey, he just hit the edge, he's turning around, so we're going to go right back to the first picture, but it's going to be a left picture instead of a right picture, and then we want to immediately start the animation. So that's what we're going to do. So now let's take a look and see kind of what this looks like. So basically, we're going to reset it. So if our character, if his X location is is in this area less than 10, or we always know this is 0, but we don't know what this number over here is. So we have to say get world.getWidth. We want to find, oh yeah, the width is over here, so get width, the whole width right here, or minus a little bit, right? So you're going to see that reflected in the code. Get world.getWidth minus 10. All right. Okay, so there's turn at world edge. That was pretty easy. Let's see what we have next on the books. Okay, so write this down. We need to learn to turn at platform edge, and write this stuff down. The local variable is the space in the RAM, and null means the box is empty. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so let's see if we can find platform edge. Well, we'll just go up to the top. Alright, so let's see what's next on our list. So we want to find turn at platform edge. Hit Control F, go next. Okay, so this is a little more complicated. So let's take a look at what this is doing. So we're saying, hey, I want to make a local variable. We need a box called ground. The only thing that can go into it is an actor. So just about anybody can go in there. And what are we going to stick in there? We use our assignment operator. We're going to stick something in this box. We want to get one object that's at an offset. That means it's a little bit to the left or to the bottom or to the right or somewhere. It's not exactly touching the character. It's a little bit off. And so here we have this variable called distance to the edge of my body, and we have this variable called distance to my feet. We've already defined those up here. Okay, these are obvious. So what these are going to do is basically going to say, hey, I want to find my guy, here he is, and I want to find an object, but not right touching the center of him. I want to find something that's at the edge and down here. So we're going to look for an object right there. And you can see in this guy's case, there is no platform there. Okay, so let's keep looking what that's going to look like. Okay, so alright, so we're going to get an object that is a little bit to the right, a little bit down, and it has to be a platform, or whatever your superclass is called. Okay. If the ground is equal to null, that means, hey, I did this. There is no ground underneath me, so therefore this box called ground, this instance or this local variable, is null. There's nothing in that box. Well, if there's nothing underneath my feet, well, it's time to turn. So h-speed times equals -1. We're going to reverse the direction. Okay, so now this is interesting. Distance to the edge of my body times equal -1. Well, why are we doing that? Well, because we just hit the edge and we're turning around and going to the left. We're no longer looking here. We want to look over here. So instead of looking to the right, we're going to the left and then down. Okay. All right, let's keep looking. Frame equals 1. We want to reset the animation, and we're kind of overriding the delay. We're making the animation count really high, so it's going to be higher than the delay, and it's automatically going to animate. Okay, because otherwise he wouldn't switch to the left. He'd turn and start moving to the left, but he'd still be facing right for a little while before he animated. Okay? All right, I think that's it for those things. In the next chapter, we're going to learn how to turn at the edge of a wall.